Okay, so the next presentation is from Xiao Geng, who is Deputy Chief Engineer of Product Planning at TCL Solar. And Xiao is going to talk about from pioneer to redefiner, TCL Solar new gen BC drives the revolution. I think we have one good representation from the BC today. Xiao, the floor is yours. Very eager to
Okay,
learn
thank you
about
for the introduction. Let me share my screen. Okay, can you see my screen?
not yet. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. Today I will give you like a brief introduction to our, TCL Solar's new generation BC. In my presentation, I prefer to divide it into 4 parts. So we will talk about the development history of TCL Solar BC products first, and then let's talk about the technical part. And next is the introduction to our flagship BC products. And last, we will talk about the recommendation of the application scenario for our BC products. So let's start. Firstly, we know BC actually is not a new concept in our industry. So the history actually can go back to 50 years before. And the storage of TCL Solar's BC actually can go back to 30 years before, thanks to SunPower. In 1990s, so this company obtained the IBC technology patent and realized mass production, achieving a cell efficiency of 20%. And later in 2004, SunPower launched the first generation of commercialized IBC cells with an efficiency of 21.5%. And in 2020, TCL Solar inherited the high efficiency solar cell technology from this company. And last year, we launched our brand new C2 product series. Besides the history, actually, SunPower have a global pattern layout. So here, I want to emphasize 3 points. Firstly, TCL Solar now holds more than 1,600 BC patents. So it means that we are ranking #1 the number of BC patents over the world. And then we also have our patent layout in some high-value market, for example, the US and the Europe market. So the numbers of our BC patents in this market actually is 5 to 10 times to our competitors. And then the validity period of our BC patents can cover from 2030 to 2037. So it means that it will provide a long-term predictable window for our customers' usage. And we also have a solid background during the development of the BC. So you can see, concluding the BC technology and also the shingled module technology. So we already broken the world record by more than 11 times. So this record actually is from the NLR. And today, it's our generation 8 BC Solar. So after the plenty of upgradation, today our BC technology platform is called the C2 platform. So it means that we majorly based on the TBC, or sometimes it's called the TOPCon based BC. We also use some fancy technology like the 0BB or the 4-screen design, and also have some low-cost metallization for our BC cell fingers. So we trust that the cost of our BC module will further approach that of TOPCon products. And the bifaciality of module actually will rise to 80%. The maximum module efficiency can exceed 25%. And maybe you heard a lot of news from from the Dutch Solar. So after the acquisition of the Solar, now we have the integrated BC solar supply chain. So we will provide our customer integrated original product experience for our products. Then it's about the technical part. TCL Solar is famous for its wafers. It is also the pioneer of 210 millimeter wafer technology. So in 2019, TCL Solar launched the G12 quad silicon wafer. It guided the whole industry toward larger wafer sizes and thinner wafer designs. So until now, the cumulative shipment of 210 silicon wafer have already exceeded 300 gigawatt. So I think this number shows the trust from our customer to our wafers. Besides the shipment, we also applied some new technology, especially for our BC products. So I will give you two examples. Let's focus at the left side first. So here is a comparison of minority carrier lifetime, sometimes called the MCLT, between different wafers. Usually for a common wafer, so this number is around 3 to 4,000. And for the BC, it have a higher requirement, so this number will go up to around 6 to 7,000. But today, our TCL Solar's wafer, especially for BC, can go up to 10,000. So it's a huge number. This is because we use some fancy technology called the TS002 or TS012. So basically, we will increase the raw material purification and control the concentration of the metallic impurity during the crystal pulling. And then we know TCL Solar also TCL Solar's business also covers another industry, the semiconductor industry. And today we transfer the technology we applied in that industry into our PV industry. As a result, we achieve a better control of the oxygen during the wafer fabrication. So here shows some, improve, and it definitely contributes a good quality for our wafer. Next is about the cell and the module. Firstly, we have the submicron textured surface for our solar cell. So you can see the roughness is smaller than 1 micron, and the shortwave reflectance is smaller than 2%. So the total light reflectance is smaller than 9.5%. So here is again, and then compared to the conventional module, so you can the cell, so you can see we also have some upgrades for the passivation contact, for the P emitter, and for the BC, there's no any shading from the front. So here is another 3 to 5% gain. We also will provide our customer a high performance and a high reliability solar cells. So here shows some technology we used for our module and the solar cells. Firstly, it's about the half cut and the zero BB technology. It will bring like 5 watt gain for our output. And another is the patterning part, actually different from what our competitor did before. We use a new lithography processing to do the patterning. By that way, it will avoid thermal damage from laser patterning and enhance the module reliability. And for the BC, it has the cell level hotspot mitigation. So compared to the conventional module, the hotspot temperature will 50 degree lower. And we also applied the full screen design for our residential module. So we had the busbar, the solar cell is overlapping in the module. Finally, it will get 5 to 10 watt power gain. Next is about the introduction to our flagship BC products. So actually at SNAC and Intersolar exhibition, we brought 4 different BC products. So today I will show you just 2 of them. Firstly, we can focus at the left side. It's specialized for the utility projects. So you can see this one have the standard size, and we also have a high bifaciality and lower temperature coefficient and linear degradation. By that way, the maximum output can go up to 680 watt. And another one actually is specialized for the overseas residential or the rooftop application. So that's our this all black 4-screen module. So it's monofacial and double glass one. And you can see it's very beautiful because it's shingled module. So there is no any gap between the solar cell. And we also had the bus bar here. So it's all black. And the output power can go beyond 500 watt. So here is a summary of 4 products advantage for our BC products. So firstly, we have the optimized partial shading resistance. This is because we have the QC bypass dies design. So it means that under complicated shading conditions, our BC module will deliver 10% more or higher power generation than conventional modules. And then we have lower power temperature coefficient. So you can see this number for RBC is minus 0.26% per degree. It means that for 100 megawatt power station at a temperature of 50 degree, so the actual output power of our BC module is 750 kilowatt higher than that of conventional modules. And we also have lower linear power degradation. So this number of RBC is 0.35%. So after 30 years of service for a 100 megawatt power station, the power output of BC module is 1450 kilowatt higher than that of conventional modules. And we also have lower module operation temperature. So compared to the regular one, the operation temperature is reduced by 0.5 degree. And the last is about the recommendation for our application scenarios. Actually, before we started it, I think this part is very interesting because I received a lot of questions like, which one do you think is better for the BC or the multi-cut TOPCon? So we know TCL Solar have both products. Our multi-cut TOPCon is called the T5 Pro, and our BC product is called the C2. So the TCL Solar's answer to that question is we will providing different product solutions depending on the scenarios. For example, for some desert application, it may have the higher requirements for the bifacial ratio, and the both cost of the rental fee of the landing actually is lower. At that time, maybe T5 Pro is better. And for some complicated scenario, maybe BC is better. So here I will give you an example of offshore PV project. So we know for the offshore PV application, the major part of the both cost actually comes from the structure and the foundation. So here I do a comparison between our multi-cut TOPCon called the T5 Pro and our BC module. So the power, the output power I use for the T5 Pro is 645 and 654.5 for BC. And you can see the difference from the structure actually is around 4 RMB cents per watt. If you do the calculation for the whole both cost, the total difference is around 4.55 RMB cent per watt. So let's think deeper about this scenario. Firstly, the shading advantage of BC module offsets the disadvantages of bifaciality. That's why you can see the power generation from these two modules actually is comparable. And from the previous calculation, we know the both cost of the BC actually is lower. So that's why you can see the LCOE is lower for the BC. If we think about the, the eco LCOE condition, so it shows that, it proves that for the offshore scenario, BC module will have around 6 RMB cents per watt premium. So that's all for my presentation. Any question?
Yeah, thanks a lot, Xiao. So, you mentioned lithography in your presentation. That's how you were able to gain more precise, exposure of the areas. But isn't lithography very expensive and make the product much more premium?
You mean because of the patents or?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
For the patterning, you were using lithography. You
Oh,
mentioned.
yeah. You use the UV, right? Okay. Actually, no. It has some advantages. At least because it's from the previous production lines, so it will save some cost. Yeah. So that must will lower the cost. So that's one point. Another point is like from our experience, so UV actually can have the more uniform patterning compared to the laser, because the power of the laser usually will up or
It
down. So
varies. Yeah.
yeah. So by that reason, so we will have a better yield rate. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thanks a lot. So till we meet again for the panel, so please check if there are any questions in the chat window. If there are, answer. Otherwise, enjoy the conference. Then I
Okay,
will
no
move on to
problem.
the next presentation.
Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
then. Thank you.